Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Narik Chase channel. I'm your boy Narik Chase, and in this video we're going to be reviewing Batman Arkham Asylum, the first installment in the Arkham series. And the story ends up following the Joker, who takes control of Arkham Asylum, and how he traps Batman inside with all of these incarcerated foes. And now it's up to the Dark Knight to find out how to defeat the Joker and get control of Arkham Asylum. This game is one of those games that revolutionizes its genre. The game is just presented in such a way that you just feel like Batman. Truth be told, there's no other Batman game before this game that was any good compared to this game. This game is just freaking awesome. And I definitely have to give 2 thumbs up to Rocksteady Studios for their development of this game. First, the campaign is actually pretty extensive, and with the way that Arkham Asylum is laid out, does allow for side missions as well as a bit of exploration to actually let players get the feel of how Arkham Asylum just looks. There are high-tech areas, there are some really run-down ancient areas, but it just gives the whole Arkham Asylum layout just so much depth to it, especially with it being such a structure that has withstood the test of time just over and over again. It just feels like a very important and well-established location. The story itself is pretty good. It's really engaging. Batman is trying to stop the Joker, who is trying to destroy the city, and in that quest for him to stop the Joker, he has to deal with all of these inmates who he put in there. Yes, the story is really interesting, and it does gradually just unfolds as the game progresses. There are a lot of great characters. Many of the well-established characters in Batman's rogues gallery make an appearance, from the Riddler, who plays at hacking games at you, as well as finding these little trophies that he's laid out. Of course, you got Bane. He's buff. He's Bill, you got Killer Croc, just this big behemoth of a creature. You got Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, of course the Joker. There's just so many great characters from the lore that just make an appearance. Not only are they in the game, there are significant characters in the game, each with a different style that could potentially beat Batman. And I love that. I love the fact that the campaign isn't linear. It allows for a lot of deviation when it comes to exploration as well as gathering info on the game. I mean, yes, I like the fact that the game is not linear. It's a mixture of puzzle solving, of multiple combat sequences, as well as exploration, and that's what makes it such a really good game, especially when it comes to situations where you can figure out if you want to take down bad guys using stealth, using fear tactics, taking them out one by one, or just going full on combat. The gameplay is just so immersive. Players will automatically get the feeling that they are Batman, and it isn't just specifically just the gadgets that make them. It's how you use those gadgets in these combat situations, whether you can use them to pick off certain characters, or you can use them to just instill fear and make them panic, and the way you get to use the level to your advantage to sneak up on people and get the drop on them and everything. Just everything about the gameplay when it comes to the Dark Knight, it just feels well developed. Yes, he's upgradable. His attacks can become more powerful. He gets access to more combos, more access to different weaponry, which allows him to do various things, and it does help out a lot in this game. You might not want to run up on a criminal that's got a gun, because yes, even though Batman is awesome, yes, he can get killed fairly easy in this game. So it's up to you to use your gadgets and your techniques to take out these guys. I love the free flow battle system too, because it feels so seamless when you're fighting 4 or 5 or 6 different criminals at the same time, and it feels really well developed. I mean, one of my favorite things in this game is the predatory tactics. I love either crawling in the crawl spaces under somebody and then jumping up and grabbing them, or being over them on little gargoyle statues and then just pouncing on top of them, or just breaking through a glass, just reaching in and just ripping them off their feet. The tactics are just freaking awesome. The boss battles are completely epic. As we said before, the villains in this game, and to beat these certain bosses, you have to utilize different tactics. Some bosses you can't even actually attack. One of the most memorable fights in my mind is the Scarecrow battle, where you're just forced to run from him, as well as the Killer Croc, where you can't engage him in combat because he would tear you down. One of the really cool features to the game is the detective vision, which you can see little clues. You can detect where enemies are, even through like the walls and stuff. It even shows you like interactable objects such as breakable walls or vents and stuff. And it's just awesome. It's a great experience. It's like how Neo sees the Matrix. If I could give a really cool example, it's just like an awesome, and even the way it looks is pretty cool. And I do like that as you progress, yes, you get new gadgets, and those new gadgets unlocking new areas. And in that exploration, yes, there are plenty of loot and hidden items and things that you can find that actually help you unlock certain bonuses, including characters, artwork, just all awesome kind of just great content that could be found, that should be found in these dang games. There are these like Riddler trophies, but they're like puzzles that you have to solve and riddles that you have to solve with little contraptions and everything, and they are challenging, some of them, but it's actually well worth it, especially when you look at the content that's unlocked. And yes, the criminal types do vary. There are some that are a little bit more challenging than others. Some use shields that use different strategies to take them out. Some are bigger. They use different strategies to take them out. The graphics look really good. They're awesome. The whole atmosphere is just dark. It's decrepit. And I love that feeling because it feels like a Batman game. It feels like it's ripped straight out of the comic books. The character designs are cool. They have a really nice overhaul to many of them. Poison Ivy looks awesome. She's completely sexy. I love the design of Harley Quinn. The Joker is just like really scrawny guy that looks crazy. Batman's bodysuit is armored. Killer Croc is this big behemoth. The Bane is just this big behemoth too. Just a lot of these characters have these great new and awesome looking character designs. Again, the whole island of Arkham Asylum, the way it's built with all of these different levels to it and all of these different environments, it just looks and feels awesome. It has a great tone to the whole place. In one aspect, you could be in a more modernized building, and in other one, you could be in this like ruins and these caves and stuff. And it just keeps the Arkham Asylum just feels very diverse to be in this one island, this one space. The music is dark, has a great tone to it. The voice performances, Kevin Conroy comes back as Batman. Dude is awesome. Mark Hamill is the Joker. Feels great to just have those characters come back. Even Arlene Sorkin comes back as Harley Quinn, and it just gives you a very familiar feeling to the voice cast, which are all done fantastic. The soundtrack is very immersive, having a very brooding tone to the gameplay. The sound effects are on point. I love the fact that the weapons have their individual noises to them, and they feel very unique. But I really didn't have too many issues with this game. I would have liked to see more unlockables of the actual costume, and I would have probably liked to play with maybe one or two other characters. And before I forget, there is the new Game Plus, which allows you to play the game on a harder difficulty with all of the weapons and equipment unlocked. And it does lead to a very challenging and fun experience, but it's really challenging on some of the boss battles and the new tactics that the normal criminals would utilize. There is a ton of content to discover. The combat and free flow system is awesome. The gameplay is awesome. Lots of exploration, great characters, great music, sound, and voice performances. Just the game looks good. The story is good. The campaign is lengthy. It's just an overall just great experience. And I would say Batman Arkham Asylum definitely deserves 5 out of 5. It's definitely one of the best superhero games of all time. And people that have not played it, I urge you, go play this game. If you're a fan of DC or a fan of Batman, go play this game. If you're a fan of stealth games, go play this game. In the comment section below, let me know, what did you think about Batman Arkham Asylum? Did you like this game? Did you not like this game? What could they have done better? What are elements and or characters that should have probably been in the game to make the game even more better? Also, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on here on the Narik Chase channel. And we'll catch you guys later.
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.